Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Pittsburgh Panthers, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Kearney. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Got it behind the line. It's Kearney. Breaks into the open. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. The Sooners, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Quarterback may change this route. Back to pass, it's Hawkins. Now improvising. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35. Let's chat for just a moment about Pittsburgh. They've climbed into the top 15, reached a little bit of a checkpoint, haven't they? Playoff is 12 teams. But it's right about this range if people start tuning in to see what you can do, to see if you're the real deal. Isn't that right, David?
Yeah, and cheering against you, right? A lot of times because their teams are doing well or competing with you. But let's see if the squad can build on the momentum. Starting to get some momentum, some love now, Jesse. How do they handle that?
I'm excited to see how this team is going to finish, too, because we know they've got talent. They've got guys that can take the game over. The question I have now moving forward, can they do it on the biggest stages? And today, it's about as big as it gets.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside.
Look at that toughness, just running through everybody.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
This Pitt offense has been clicking on this drive. Leaves it with the back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Panthers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage, but you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Now he's going to break the pocket. Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
And the offense will be grateful for the benevolence of the special teams to give them a fresh set of downs in the red zone. Intercepted for the 11th time. Takes it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Really early in this game, you're seeing the ball hawks on both sides of the ball. Interception on the first drive of the game, and now they come out, and this defense gets a pick in return. There are a lot of dudes in the back end with speed and with the ability to close. What a phenomenal play by that young man just now to get the ball back to his offense.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
They'll leave it with him. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Catch in the middle. It's James. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. The Sooners moving quickly to the line. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Across the 45. There he goes. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Sooners. You want to make sure this Boomer Sooner crowd gets it going early. That is one way to get it done.
And we get to break out the Sooner schooner. The wagon gets to come out. Everybody gets jacked up. Everybody gets excited. Oklahoma has an electric atmosphere. And when these fans get involved early like this, good luck.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a man. It's Holstein. Quick completion on the out route. No chance to run, but still a good gain.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
Can't get him to the ground. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Grab near the marker. It's Goff. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Looking downfield on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Catch and stride inside the 15. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Pitt.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Tatum. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Now on first down from the 28. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. Looking to throw again. Caught in the backfield, it's Tatum. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Listen, I know this running back is shifty. I know he's really good in the open field, but that's just asking too much of him at this point. Third and long situation. He wasn't going to be able to make that extra guy miss trying to get that first down.
Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Rush is on him. Chunked it away just as he was hit. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
That really good job by the defense. They got to understand that boy can fly. So when he gets outside the pocket, I got to make sure I'm ready to go get him. You could tell he was still being a passer. He wanted to throw the football. Nice job closing under control, getting a hit on the quarterback, and affecting the throw.
Looking to pass. It's Holstein. Lets it fly. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Pitt will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And
he tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after they catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. They'll go to the ground. Runs through a tackle. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Panthers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Starts to scramble to the left. The throw. Tosses it incomplete.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
And the Sooners can really attack on this second and short. To throw, it's Hawkins. He rifles one deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, the receiver was double covered on that play, and I don't know if the decision by the QB had to do with the pressure. Because he was hurried, he just had to get rid of that faster than he wanted to. He's lucky he didn't come away with an interception there.
Wants to throw on third down. Grab near the sticks. It's Thomas. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Defense not showing press coverage. Bringing the heat. He's got him. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Dropping back, it's Holstein. Pressure coming. He makes a catch. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in second and short, second and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
Looking to fire. Here's a hit. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Well, on third and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big
He's got it, and more than enough for a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the threes. We need sixes.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Back to throw, it's Holstein. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Great job of execution in the passing game. QB and his target on the exact same page. The extra point now is going to tie this thing up. And they've got some real momentum here heading in at halftime.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Rides to back and leaves it. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Gets it to the 37, clock stops to move the chains. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking to throw on first down. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Sooners will boot it away to start the second half. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we...
Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
The give on the inside. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Dropping back, it's Holstein. Quickly complete. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. He's picked off and he's thrown a dozen of them. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Here comes the Oklahoma offense.
Here we go.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
On third and long, trying to convert through the air. Got it in the middle, it's Washington. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains, it's at the 22.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Here's the handoff. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. It'll be a run on third and short. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Sooners trying to get a touchdown on first and goal.
Here we go.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Offense back on the field and ready to roll. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Running back searching for a hole. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off. And it just takes one play for this guy.
Time to take a shot. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Panthers!
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. How about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you could tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Tatum. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Fox. Makes the grab, it's James. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a first down.
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. And you think about great Oklahoma receivers recently, guys like CeeDee Lamb, Sterling Shepard, Hollywood Brown. DBs gave them so much cushion because they were afraid they were going to get run by, and I think that's how defenses treat this guy too. With his speed and his playmaking ability, he scares you to death, and that cushion helps him out tremendously.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Grabbed behind the line, it's Thomas. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. And the Sooners come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Smashes ahead. Turning it on. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Oklahoma. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. That he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And that was some way to cap it off with a 42-yard touchdown jump. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Gives it on the option. At the 35, he's loose. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the 3rd. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. To the air, it's Holstein. Got out of trouble and throws. Got a man, it's Goff. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
Great job by the running back here on that third down catch. There was no wasted movement. As soon as he got the ball in his hands, he turned around and he got upfield. That's what you got to do. You got to be decisive on these third down type plays to move the sticks.
Unloads quickly. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
And the Panthers, now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on second down. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Gonna look downfield again. Makes the catch. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And a really nice job on the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the middle. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
Third down. Red zone play. Crowd alive. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. Dropping back, it's Holstein. This time he's got him. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Wide out trying to get it in. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1. And a big opportunity for this offense to tie the game up in the fourth with a touchdown. Got his man on the right. Touchdown, Panthers. And they take it in for 6 more points. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
On the move from inside his pocket, and he loses the football. Almost a disaster on that return. They jump on it, and they'll maintain possession.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that. The head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
The Sooners are in the hurry-up.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team.
And this will be picked off, a costly turnover in a tie game. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34. The defense was looking for a huge play in this tie game, and they have just given their team a great opportunity.
I think, Reese, at this point of the game, tied late, it's going to come down to who can make the most plays. The defense comes up with a massive play, creating that turnover. Outstanding job by the D. All 11 guys being on the same page, now putting their offense in a great position.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Movement on the offense will push them back a bit. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Gonna run it. It's gone. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Holstein. It's complete on the right side. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
I don't know about the play call there, guys. 3rd down, they're throwing it behind the line of scrimmage, seeing if this guy can do something once he has it in his hands, but a better job of pursuit and tackling defensively, now setting up 4th.
Late in the 4th. Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Makes the grab on the right. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
To the air, it's Fox. Here comes the heat. On target to the left. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Tatum. Fights, just shedding tackles. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense, 1st and goal from the 7. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They've really got this offense humming. Just the 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get...
Touchdown Sooners! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And that is exactly what you want from this offense. Take almost all the clock, execute, and now go out and take a lead by a touchdown. Great, flawless execution by this offense.
And the extra point is good. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw. It's Holstein. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down.